Recently, I did a spatchcock chicken on my Kimono Joe. It turned out delicious. I used it at diffuser plates. Today, we're getting rid of those things and we're doing directly over the coals. Let's get into it. What's up, barbecue fans? Welcome back to the patio. My name's Jake. You're watching Overcook. Today on the channel, we're doing some spatchcock chicken, but not just any spatchcock chicken. This has been dry brining for 28, almost 29 hours now. Longest I've ever dry brined a spatchcock chicken. But the other thing that we're changing up here is, in the last video I did, I used the diffuser plates, and this video, we're gonna take them off. Why are we doing that? Well, you guys said it tastes better. Now, if you look through any of my videos, I respond to every single comment out there, and someone suggested to do it directly over the coals. We're seeing a lot more videos on that as well. I've done a little bit of it, but to be honest, I haven't played with it a lot. So today, we're doing that, and I wanted to make sure that our skin was nice and dry. So what we did here is, yesterday morning, I picked up an organic chicken. We brought it home, I took it out of the packaging, and I cut out the back, and then I went the extra mile and I took out the rib cage and that breastbone there. So now, once this is done, I can cut this into 4 pieces pretty easily. Now, take your time, use a sharp knife, and just go against all the cartilage and the bones and just cut that away. Next thing we did is we took some of this John Henry's Texas chicken tickler. Let me give you a shot of that here. And this stuff is good. This is my second ball of it. I do like it on chicken. The first ingredient of it is salt, right? So perfect for a dry brine. Again, it's been 28 hours. I put a heavy coating on the bottom. I flipped it over. We put it on this rack. It's been sitting on this rack on the bottom of my beer fridge now for almost 29 hours. We're gonna bump up our temperature here. We're just a tick below 400. I'm gonna go between 350 and 375. We're gonna simmer this down a little bit. And we're just gonna throw this on, and we're not doing anything else. We're just gonna let it go. So let's do that now. And we're just gonna use some gloves here. And remember, because we've moved everything, this is gonna be a little bit of a floppy mess. The skin will hold us together. We're gonna lay that directly over the coals, and we're gonna spread this out. So what we're doing here is we're moving everything away. So we're gonna get all the surface area cooking here. We're gonna tuck our wings underneath, and that's about it. Super simple. We're not using any smoke or anything. Cover this back up. Close that. We're not using any smoke or anything. We're just gonna let that roll. I expect it's gonna be probably in the neighborhood of 40 minutes or so. Maybe not quite that long. Maybe 35. We're running pretty hot, right? So we're back down to 300, but we're gonna come up to right around 350, 375, and we're just gonna let that roll. So we're about 22 minutes in. Give you a quick update here. About 137. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna flip this over. You can see I flipped it over once. I didn't have the camera going, so we're gonna show you this again. But we're just gonna flip it over here, and I'm gonna start to crisp up that skin. You can see we've got some great color underneath, and we're gonna let this go for about 10 minutes. It's been 8 minutes. I'm gonna have a quick look here. Last thing you wanna do is overcook your chicken. So we're gonna flip that back. Ooh. Double check our temps here. 143, 151. So we've got a little bit of a hot spot, or 150. So try and get that a little bit more. We're going to move the one side that's already at 150 just over away from the hot spot in the coals, and we'll let that go for another maybe 2-3 minutes. It's been out of 3 minutes. It's time to pull this guy off. Over here. So didn't quite get the color that I'm looking for. The skin is nice and crispy, especially right in there. Should have turned it over just a little sooner, but overall it's pretty good. We pulled it off 152 in the breast, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this rest for a good 10 minutes. All right, it's been 10 minutes. Let's give this guy a try. There we go. Now again, the reason why we took off that rib cage here is because now, go right through there, leg and a thigh. Right through there, leg and a thigh, breast and breast. So it's easy to cut and serve, and if you're a leg guy, you got what you want right there. I am a breast guy, so take a couple slices in here, but you can see super juicy, nice and moist. The Texas ticklers all throughout the meat. That's some great stuff. If you've never tried it before, I get it from bbq.com. One of the partners of the channel. I bought this years ago before I was a partner with them, and I keep buying it. Love it. It's got some great flavor to it. Now, if I was not making this for my wife, that's who's actually getting this, I would have put some butter on top of that skin or sprayed a little bit of oil on it, and that would have really crisped it up and made it that darker color. But my wife eats way healthier than I do, and she doesn't want all that stuff on it. So it is what it is. It turned out pretty good. Skin's pretty crunchy. I mean, look, just sitting here, look at the moisture on that. Perfectly cooked. If you're cooking your chicken past 150, stop it, right? Let it rest. It'll come up to 155, 160, and it'll be perfectly fine, and it will be tender. There's no reason for your white meat to be dry and chewy. It should be moist. So with that being said, before you go, real quick, hit that like button, subscribe down there, and I'm doing a 25,000 subscriber giveaway contest. All you gotta do is you gotta go to my website, rumandcook.com, scroll all the way down, sign up for my newsletter, and I'll get you signed up for that giveaway. It is US only, but let me tell you, it is gonna be big. Thanks always for watching. I'll see you soon.